Hi, welcome back. Combining sentences using relative pronouns is the topic to be transacted in this session. What are relative pronouns? Relative pronouns refer or relate the nouns or pronouns that go before in a sentence. These nouns and pronouns are nothing but antecedents. These relative pronouns are who, which, whom, and that. Let us go through in detail how these relative pronouns also function as conjunctions while joining two sentences. Now, let's combine sentences through variable means. Here, three cases have been given. They are subject-subject type, object-subject type, and object-object type. What is subject-subject type? Here, you will be given two sentences. The example sentences are here. Raju lived in Hyderabad. Raju became a doctor. Here the subject of the first sentence should be Raju and the same is the subject of second sentence. Raju should be the subject of second sentence. If you combine both the sentences, the combination of sentence should be like this. Raju who lived in Delhi became a doctor. Here Raju acts as antecedent to relative pronoun who and who is immediately followed by the subject Raju here. This sentence can also be written like this. Raju who became a doctor lived in Delhi. Now the second case, object subject type. Here the object of the first sentence and the subject of the second sentence have to be taken. Now look at the example sentence here. He bought a car. The car was costly. A car in the first sentence should be an object, whereas the car should be the subject in the second sentence. Then the answer should be he bought a car which was costly. So relative pronoun acts as conjunction here. This conjunction joins both the sentences. Now the third case, object object type. Here the object of the first sentence and object of the second sentence have to be taken, and while joining both the sentences relative pronoun acts as conjunction which. The answer should be Nick's mother invented a tool which was used by Nick. So these cases have to be remembered, recollected while combining sentences of various kinds. And now let's go with some examples for practice. The first one is for you. Nick has a small foot on his left hip. It helps him to play games and tag. Now you have to combine both the sentences using the relative pronoun which. Now the sentence will go on like this. Nick has a small foot on his left foot which helps him to play games and type. The example appears in the form of an object and subject case here. The object of the first sentence, small foot, and the subject of the second sentence, it have to be taken into criteria. Obviously, relative pronoun acts as a conjunction which here. Now, second example. Nick was a torso. He can play football and golf. And you have to combine both the sentences using another relative pronoun who. Here, this is subject and subject case. Subject of first sentence Nick, subject of second sentence he are to be considered. Then the answer shall go like this. Nick, who was a torso, can play football and golf. Here, Nick is the subject which is the antecedent of who, the relative pronoun that immediately is preceded by the subject here. Now, the third one. Nick's mother invented a special plastic device. He used it for holding a pen. Now combine using both the sentences using another relative pronoun that. Then the sentence go on like this. Nick's mother invented a plastic device that was used for him holding a pen. Here this is also an object and subject case. The object of the first sentence plastic device and the subject of the second sentence he are to be taken into the criteria. Obviously that acts as conjunction here. Now the fourth one. A woman taught Nick surfing. She had been bitten by a shark. This is also subject and subject case. A woman and she both represent a single personality, and when joining both the sentences the answer shall go like this. The woman who had been bitten by a shark taught Nick surfing. So the woman is the antecedent for relative pronoun who. The last sentence is here. K. Viswanath is one of the outstanding directors in Telugu film industry. He directed many films, and you have to combine these two sentences using the relative pronoun who. The answer shall go on like this. K. Viswanath, who is one of the outstanding directors in Telugu film industry, directed many films. So, who is the relative pronoun here? And its antecedent is its subject K. Viswanath. So, that's all about the example sentences. What is defining or non-defining clause? Here, an interesting example has been set for you. Look at the screen. You have been given two sentences of similar content. The first sentence goes on like this. My brother, who is a doctor, has gone to America. This is defining clause. Why? Because subject matters. You may have several brothers, but only one particular brother you have been talking about, and that brother is a doctor and he has gone to America. Whereas in the case of a second sentence, that goes on like this. My brother, who is a doctor, has gone to America. Here you just have one brother and you are giving additional info about this brother, and that goes on like this. Who is a doctor? This who is a doctor is kept under commas. So this is the simplified difference between defining and non-defining clauses.